Jones, Rodolfo has refused court today.
Jones refused. Okay, we'll reschedule gentlemen for this evening. And Joe, can you make sure I'm clear? We're taking up Miss. Is it Ramadan first? The Arabic.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes,
And we
good
have the
morning,
Arabic.
Your Honor.
We have the Arabic.
Yes,
translation?
Yes, and the Arabic interpreter is here, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good morning. Can you please tell me?
طبعا الخير.
Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
اسمك وتاريخ ميلادك لو سمحتي.
اسمي زينب رمضان 26/10/1987.
My name is Zainab Ramadan. I'm born October 87.
Thank you. Ms. Ramadan, you're being seen here this morning based on a charge of domestic violence, misdemeanor domestic violence assault.
التهمة الموجهة ليكي إن أنت قمتي بعنف أسري واعتداء في داخل الأسرة على شخص ما داخل الأسرة. Yes, Your Honor.
This is alleged to have occurred yesterday afternoon.
والموضوع ده حصل، الحادثة دي حصلت أمس في المساء.
To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you.
ممكن تسكتي وتصمتي ولا تقولي شيء، لأن ممكن أي شيء تقوليه ممكن يتخذ ضدك. Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ramadan, do you have a place where you can reside for the next few weeks away from the home that you shared with the alleged victim?
عندك مكان تعيشي فيه لمدة الأسابيع القادمة بعيد عن الشخص اللي هو ضحية الاعتداء اللي تم أمس؟
أيوة عندي صديقة.
Yes, I have a friend, Your Honor.
Then I have reviewed your file as well as the pretrial services report.
وأنا بصيت على المحضر اللي مقدم ضدك والملف اللي خاص بيكي وكل ما هو له علاقة بأي شيء ما قبل المحاكمة.
And I am prepared to release you if you promise me that you will appear at all hearings in your case and that you will not have any contact with the victim, the alleged victim, until told otherwise by a judge.
أنا هطلق سراحك اليوم بشرط ان انت ما يبقى لكيش اي علاقه بالشخص اللي هو حصل اعتداء ضده، الى جانب ان انت توعدي انك تبقي موجوده في الجلسه القادمه امام القاضي اللي هينظر في قضيتك. Yes, Your Honor.
Can you promise me you will abide by those conditions?
توعدي ان هذه هي الشروط التي تتمسكي بها؟
أيوة، يعني أنا ما فيني أروح شوف أطفالي لو سمحت، عندي طفل عمره سنة. الله يخليك.
Please, Your Honor, I have children. One of them is almost a month old, a year old. Is there a possibility that you would allow me to go and see him?
Well, ma'am, I don't have any control over your children. All I have control over right now is what, if any, contact you can have with the alleged victim. And since I don't have any input from him at this point, I have to err on the side of caution and order that you not have any contact with him. That order does not apply to your children.
يا سيدتي، أنا ليس علي أي سيطرة حاليا أن أنا أطلق أي حكم خاص بأطفالك. كل ما أقدر أقوله لكن أن أحذرك أن أنت تقتربي من الضحية أو الشخص اللي أنت اعتديتي عليه. ولكن بالنسبة للأطفال أنا ده أمر لا أستطيع النظر فيه اليوم.
أرجوك يعطيني حل، لأنه أنا أول يوم ببعد عن أطفالي، يعني ما بتركهم أبدا.
Please, Your Honor, help me with this. This is the first time I'm ever away from my children, and I don't think I can ever tolerate this.
Yes, ma'am. And again, I'm not saying that you cannot contact your children. I am only saying you cannot contact the alleged victim for now until a judge has told you otherwise.
أنا ما بقولش إن أنت هتمتنع عن الاتصال بأولادك. أنا كل اللي بقوله إن أنت لا يكون عليك أي صلة بالشخص اللي هو ضحية الاعتداء لغاية ما القاضي ينظر في قضيتك في الجلسة القادمة.
اوكي، انا ما رح اقرب عليه ولا احكي معه، يعني وهو احتمال يعني كان عنده سفر بده يطلع من البيت، يعني بيمشي الحال اذا هو طلع من البيت وانا بايد مع اطفالي. الله يخليكم لو سمحتوا يعني تطلعوا لهالموضوع.
Your Honor, definitely, I will not be in contact with the alleged victim of the assault, but I know that he will have to travel somehow during the coming days. Is there a way while he's traveling that I can see my children? Please help me with this. This is very urgent, and I don't think I will ever can go through this ordeal of being away from my children.
Ma'am, again, I am not making any orders or directives related to your children.
سيدتي، أنا ليس في يدي ليس تحت سيطرتي اليوم إن أنا أطلق أي حكم له علاقة بالأطفال.
If you wish to speak with or take care of or interact with your children, that is not something that I am making any decisions on or placing any restrictions on.
لو حبيتي إن أنت تبقى لك أي علاقة بالأطفال وتشوفيهم وتبقى لك أي لقاء بينك وبينهم، ده شيء أنا لا أستطيع إن أنا أطلق أي حكم عليه اليوم.
The only restriction that I am placing for now is that you cannot have contact with the alleged victim until told otherwise by a judge.
القيد الوحيد اللي أقدر أفرضه عليك اليوم إن مؤكد لا تقتربي من الشخص اللي هو يعتبر الضحية للاعتداء اللي تم.
أنا ممكن أسألك سؤال؟ يعني لا أقترب من المنزل والضحية، ولا بس الشخص اللي تم الاعتداء عليه؟
Your Honor, I have just one question. Is it about not getting close to the home where my children are, or is it only about not being in contact with the victim? But can I come closer? Can I get closer to the home and see my children?
All I'm ordering is that you not go to where the alleged victim is living or have any contact with him until told otherwise by a judge.
كل ما أستطيع أن أقوله لك إن لا تقتربي من الشخص اللي تم الاعتداء عليه، وحتى تصدر أي أوامر أخرى في الجلسة القادمة.
أوكي، وأنا جاهزة إني أحضر يعني الجلسة. أنا يعني بالعكس، أنا أمريكا هي حكومتها كتير عادلة وأنا ما عندي مشكلة.
Your Honor, I believe very much in the justice of the court. I'm definitely ready to attend the next hearing. I have no problem being present in the hearing.
Thank you. I'm going to set your hearing for December 2nd at 1:30 in the afternoon.
الجلسة سيدتي شهر 12 يوم 2 في الشهر الساعة 1:30.
Your hearing will be in front of Judge Wendy Millian at the Tucson City Court in downtown Tucson.
والجلسة هتكون أمام قاضية اسمها ويندي ويليام في محكمة سيتي كورت.
I'm going to release you on your promise that you will appear at that hearing.
أنا هطلق سراحك على وعد إن أنت تبقي موجودة في هذه الجلسة.
In order that you not have any contact with the alleged victim or commit any acts of domestic violence.
وأيضا الشرط الآخر إن لا يكون أي علاقة لك أي علاقة ولا أي تواصل مع الشخص اللي تم الاعتداء عليه، أو إن يحصل أي نوع من من اعتداء جديد يعني.
I will allow you to return to the home one time to gather any personal belongings if you wish to do so.
أنا ممكن أسمح لك بأن أنت تروحي البيت عشان تجمعي الأشياء اللي خاصة بيكي علشان تاخديها وتطلعي من البيت يا زينب بعدها.
You will need to get a police escort before going back to the home.
لما تروحي البيت علشان تذهبي للبيت مرة أخرى عشان تجمعي أشيائك، لابد أن يبقى معاكي رجل الشرطة.
Otherwise, ma'am, you will be released later today.
ونهاية أقول لك أن أنت هيطلق سراحك اليوم.
That's all I have for you. You're excused. Thank you.
ده كل ما عندي ليك اليوم، وتفضلي هذا نهاية اللقاء معك اليوم معي. شكرا.
ممكن سؤال؟
Can I ask one last question, Your Honor?
You may ask.
تفضلي.
اوكي، انا بس بدي تبعتوا لي رسالة على تليفوني تذكير موعد المحكمة اللي جاي لو سمحت.
Your Honor, can you please send me a text message to remind me of the next hearing, because I need this to be reminded of, and always go back to it and make sure that I am there in the hearing.
You will receive a copy of the record from this morning's hearing with the date and times and locations on it.
سيدتي، انت هيعطوكي اوراق فيها المكان اللي تروحيه واليوم اللي فيه الجلسة واين بالضبط هو المكان، يعني العنوان بتاع المكان.
شكرا كثير، شكرا.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ma'am. You're excused. Good luck.
أشكر ربنا يوفقك. Any other person who would need an Arabic interpreter, Your Honor?
I don't believe there was anybody else. Joe, can you confirm?
Oh, no other Arabic speakers.
Thank you. I'll excuse the Arabic interpreter. Thank you very much for assisting this morning.
You're welcome, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'm already moving them. Yeah. Thank you. Sure. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth, please?
Name and date of birth.
Thomas Personal. And November 1st, 2008.
Thank you, Mr. President. So you're being seen here today based on several felony charges filed against you, including three counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm sorry, one count of aggravated assault resulting in serious injury. One count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. One count involving temporary and a felony count of disorderly conduct with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. All these allegedly occurred on October the 23rd. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, you should speak with her before saying anything out loud. Do you understand, sir?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. I was just handed the interim complaint. I need to take a look at it.
What? Yeah, I got it. Yes, got it.
Appears to be a little bit of a discrepancy here. The interim complaint indicates a different named victim than who maybe pretrial services spoke with. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
I think there's 2 alleged victims, Judge.
Okay, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Correct. There is one named victim who did appear to provide
Correct.
input. The other one, not sure if pretrial services contacted them or not.
Mary?
Your Honor, this is Lisa with pretrial services.
Yeah.
We only contact the victims for the domestic violence charges.
Not the victims of a, well, okay. All right, well, that's unfortunate. I guess because it's the other victim who had the majority of the felony charges indicated. All right, give me one. All right, so Mr. Presnell was rated a 2 and a 1 on the NCAFTA scales. The one victim that was contacted indicated that they do wish to have further contact and don't object to release from custody. No input from the second felony victim. The county attorney's office recommendation was for, I believe, $500,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
Your Honor, the recommendation was based on the fact that there's 2 victims in this matter and the events leading up to the assault. So the state is asking for that bond. And not to mention that the last sentence says that the defendant would not have stopped without the knowledge that law enforcement were being called to the scene. So, for those reasons, the state asked for the bond amount.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, well, actually, it says that then it says that that's what someone said, that they didn't think he would stop. And but he knew that someone was calling 911. The victim they talked to, alleged victim they spoke to was his mother. His mother, indicated that, she would stay at the shared residence, that he's welcome home, and she would like further contact. She does not object to his release from custody. The other alleged victim does not reside at the residence. Mr. Presnell has no prior adjudications, juvenile court, felonies or misdemeanors. So we're asking that you consider release with conditions that he would abide with. And we also asking, I don't know if we're going to go to this next, but we're asking under 7.7 that if you do detain him, that he be detained in juvenile court, not in adult detention.
You mean the juvenile detention center?
Yeah, if you're holding him, we're asking that he be detained in the juvenile detention center. But we are asking you to consider release to his mother, who's his guardian.
Thank you. And given the facts as alleged in the first, well, all of the felony counts, but particularly the first four, I do have a concern for the safety of both victims. The second one, the uncontacted one, especially. I'm going to impose $100,000 cash or secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. On the matter of housing, pursuant to Rule 7.7, does the state have a position on whether or not Mr. Presnell should be held at the adult detention center or at the juvenile detention center?
Your Honor, due to the nature of and circumstances of this offense, we would ask that he be housed with the adult housing, due to the safety of the other juveniles.
Okay. And Defendant, I know you already spoke to it, but I'll give you the last word.
Yes, we're asking that he remain in the juvenile detention facility because they're better equipped to deal with providing for services for juveniles. Unlike at the adult detention center, he would have access to age appropriate counseling and facilities that are used to dealing with a 16-year-old. Again, he's spent, I believe, 1 day in detention in his life, and that is a more appropriate setting based on the conditions that you should consider. So we are asking that he be housed in an age appropriate setting where he has access to services. And I know that they have a school here, but he will get better access to education there. He is in school. He is a full-time student. So we ask that you keep him there because he is only 16.
And given the juvenile's age, physical and mental maturity, lack of prior history of delinquent acts as I can see them, and the relative disparity in programs that may be provided, I will order that Mr. Presnell be held at the juvenile detention center while awaiting trial. I'll set the preliminary hearing on this matter for, excuse me, October the 31st at 1 p.m. And that'll be at the Green Valley Justice Court in Green Valley. If bond is posted, again, I'm going to order pretrial services supervision. I am also going to order that Mr. Personnel not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, possess any firearms or weapons, surrender any firearms he may have to law enforcement within 48 hours, and have no contact of any kind with the alleged victims. Well, I'm sorry, I will bifurcate that based on the input from the first victim. I will allow the defendant to have contact with her as to his mother, but not to the second victim.
You're like that now.
All right.
Just want to draw.
All right. And that's all I have for you, Mr. Personnel. Please make sure and cooperate with your attorney so you can be prepared for the next stages in your case. Thank you very much.
Attention, I'll talk to you. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay, that's it for. He's done. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Go.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Haley Batlin, 2406.
Good morning, Ms. Batlin. Defense wish to waive reading of the charges.
Yes.
All right, so ordered. Part is instructed not to discuss specific facts as alleged. All right, Ms. Batlin, you're being seen here today based on some felony charges that your attorney can go over with you in more detail. I just want to remind you right now that you do have a right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, I've reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. Do note that Ms. Benton is in custody on a separate matter, which is not before me this morning in CR 25014-511. She was rated a 2 and a 1 on the NCFTA scales. You know, she is 19 years of age. Community ties were established through, I believe, the defendant's mother. And there is only evidence of one from several years ago. But a pending matter in the case I just referenced. State's recommendation is for $50,000 bond plus pretrial services. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, we understand that she does have a pending case. Although it says it's a drive-by shooting, I looked up the case. It's not a drive-by shooting. It doesn't even involve a gun.
That's like an issue.
What? I know, I'm saying the other case though is not a drive-by shooting. I looked up the case. It doesn't involve a gun. So, he is 19 and, her mother indicates she's welcome to return home. And aside from that, she's a lifelong resident of Arizona.
Thank you. Given the information, I do believe bond is appropriate. I'm gonna order a $15,000 cash or secured bond with pretrial services supervision. I'm gonna order monitoring by pretrial services if bond is posted. And Ms. Van Lemel, I'll order that you not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where they work or reside. The preliminary hearing will be set for November the 4th at 1:30 p.m. That's all I have for you. Please make sure and cooperate with your attorney so you can be prepared for the next stages in your case.
I'm just gonna put you on mute for 1 second, Judge, okay?
Go right ahead.
We're back, Judge.
Thank you.
Keep on.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Banlin. That's all I have for you. You're excused. Oh, darn it. I'm sorry, I marked you this, I don't know. Yeah, I apologize. I know, all right, thank you. Good evening. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jessica Brown. 8/12/1982.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a felony charge of aggravated assault on a corrections officer, allegedly occurring 2 days ago. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Legal Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
Sir.
All right. All right, take a look at the interim complaint. I believe this is a holdover from another session. The pretrial services report does show Ms. Brown is being held on a city court matter. $1,000 cash secured bond. She was rated a 6 and a 4 on the NCAA FDA scales. Unfortunately, Ms. Brown wasn't able to participate in an interview. And community ties were established, but alternate housing was not. Does appear Ms. Brown also has one, 6 prior felony convictions, including at least 3 with similar charges. County Attorney's Office recommendation is for $10,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. She is being held on another matter with $1,000 bond, which she is unable to afford. We'd ask that you set a nominal bond, so she's getting time credit on this.
Okay. And I will set a $2,500 cash or secured bond so that Ms. Brown can receive time credit if appropriate. If bond is posted, I'm going to order pretrial services supervision for her, a no contact order with the victim, as well as a no alcohol or illegal drug order. I'll set the preliminary hearing for November the 4th at 1:30. All right, Ms. Brown, you're going to be held for now. Please make sure and cooperate with your attorney so that you can be up to date on the next stages in your case. And that's all I have for you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
States.
All right. The record. All right. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Derek Spencer Blue, August 6, 1997.
All right, Mr. Ballou, good morning. It's time to set up your initial appearance. Being seen here today based on, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 warrants are issued for your arrest out of the the Pima County Justice Courts by Judge Victoria Steele, looks like. All separate cases involving charges of threats and intimidation, obstructing government operations, more threats and intimidation, disorderly conduct, possession of drug paraphernalia, failing to appear. And you have a separate city court matter from yesterday involving criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. Remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Take a look here at something. All right, yeah, so it's just the 5 cases that you've got here. Given everything you got going on, Mr. Blue, I'm gonna appoint an attorney to represent you in both the city court and justice court matters. And the justice court matters, that's gonna be Miss Amanda Bynum. She will be representing you. Her phone information will be in the paperwork you received from this hearing. On all of your justice courts warrants, I'm going to honor the bond amount. Let's set that at, let's see, it's $250 respectively. So I'm gonna order that bond. And because of doing that, I'm gonna set a little bit of a quicker hearing for you. That'll be on Monday at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Cornejo at the Justice Court. And again, Ms. Bynum will be the one representing you on all of those matters. All right. And then on your city court matter, I'll likewise enter a bond just so you can receive time credit. That'll be $198, and that'll be cash or secured. And I'm going to set a review hearing for you on the 5th at 1:45 in front of Judge Hale at the city court. Like I said, I'm going to appoint an attorney here. In this case, it'll be the Tucson City Public Defender's Office. You end up posting the bond, I'm going to order that you not return to wherever this incident allegedly occurred. And lastly, I'll advise you that you have a right to be presumed innocent in this case and in all your cases, and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty. You also have the right to attend all hearings in your case, to include a trial where, again, you are presumed innocent. However, if you fail to attend any hearing in your case, a warrant could issue for your arrest, new charges could be filed against you, and that hearing could proceed in your absence. Additionally, if you are found guilty at a trial, even in your absence, and are unable to be sentenced within 90 days, you may lose your right to appeal that conviction. Do you understand all that, sir? Then that's all I have for you, sir. You'll have your hearings coming up here shortly. Please make sure and reach out to your attorneys if you can, and good luck. That's all I have for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You're excused.
More?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Megan Moore, 4/24/1985.
All right, good morning. It's time set for initial appearance. You're being seen here today on, let's see, about 8 different cases out of the, looks like Pima County Justice Court and the Tucson City Court. So we'll go through those. Turn. So one. First involves a warranted arrest by Judge Vince Roberts related to charges of possession of drug paraphernalia and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree from 2019. The second is a new charge of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree and possession of drug paraphernalia from yesterday.
Okay.
And then the other cases are from the Tucson City Court.
Okay.
They involve charges of violation of city ordinance, being in a closed area after hours, criminal trespass in 3rd degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, and general soliciting. All right. Remind you, do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Give me 1 second. I need to take a look here at all your cases. All right, Ms. Moore, looks like you got a lot going on here, so I'm going to appoint an attorney to assist you, and that'll be the City Public Defender's Office. I'm going to honor at least a portion of the bonds that have been requested. Let's see, there is 1, 2, 5, so 25 or $1,200. Make it $500 cash. I'm going to set your cases for a video review hearing in front of Judge Maldonado. That'll be on November the 4th at 1:45. On justice court matters. I'll set hearings for you. The first one on the the 2019 case. That'll be in front of Judge Foreman on the 3rd of November at 11 a.m. And then the second one I'll set for the same day, November the 3rd at 11 a.m. All right, Ms. Moore. So you got hearings coming up here. The first will be, like I said, on the 4th at 1:45. I'm sorry, the first two will be on the 4th at 11 a.m. The second will be later that afternoon. So you're gonna have all your hearings on one day. Hopefully that helps resolve everything. But I am gonna impose that bond just so we can. Well, I'm gonna impose a bond of $500 if you want to.
I can't pay 500. and I can't, I need to go to rehab.
I understand. Given the number of cases, I have a little bit of a concern that you're not going to be showing up. So I'm gonna. Well, if you can't post that bond, you can be released and you'll have those hearings, but everything will be resolved on the 4th. Hopefully, and you will have an attorney representing you.
I'm the sick as hell in here, sir.
Well, they have medical services and they will be assisting you, but again, I'm only imposing that bond because I have a concern that you're not going to show up.
Show up, sir.
Well, I understand you saying that to me right now, but the history of the cases that I'm looking at, giving me a concern that you're not going to show up. So for now, the bond is going to be in place. If you can post it, then you will have your day to hopefully resolve all these cases. Otherwise, you'll be seen on the judges. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Mosley. Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Certainly, Maria Mosley, date of birth is 12/5/1970.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Mosley. Time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on 2 charges of three charges of misdemeanor domestic violence, disorderly conduct, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just give me 1 second. I need to take a look here at some information that pretrial services gathered, okay? Okay. All right, Ms. Mosley, don't believe you're being held on anything else. You were rated fairly low on the scale, so I'm going to release you and promise you'll appear in court for your arraignment on November the 4th at 10:30. Can you do that?
Yes, sir, I can.
Thank you. We have a victim on the line. Excuse me 1 second, ma'am. My apologies, Miss Audra Griffin, are you on the line here?
Hi, Judge. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, my apologies. I think the court reminded me of that you were on the line. My name is Judge Padilla. I'm presiding over this session of initial appearances. If you've been watching, you kind of seen the general scope of what we're doing here, but the purpose of this hearing is to determine what, if any, release conditions will apply to a defendant. This is not a hearing where we're going to be going over the facts of a case, what did or didn't happen. There will be no talk of plea agreements or trials, anything like that. Simply whether or not a person will be released from custody, and if so, under what circumstances. So if you have anything you'd like me to know, I did see that you, I believe you did speak with pretrial services. And I do see your input there, but if there's anything else you'd like me to know or anything you'd like to change from the answers you gave to pretrial services, please feel free to do so.
I just want to reiterate that I would hope for her to remain in custody as just for the safety of my grandfather, who's elderly, and my uncle, who is also a victim in this situation as well. And I just hope I would like you to take that into consideration, considering she was living on the property. I don't want her to be released back to that property where, with the current circumstances, where she may retaliate.
And so I would remain homeless then? Is that what she would like me to be?
Okay. All right, ma'am, is there anything else you'd like me to know?
No, I just want her to remain in custody, please.
Thank you very much. All right. Ms. Mosley, as I mentioned before, I am going to set that hearing for the 4th. I will take into consideration the victims, the alleged victims' expressed wishes. I am going to order no contact between you and any of the alleged victims, to include this victim. And I'm going to order that you not return or that you not go to where any of the victims reside or work. Do you understand that?
I do. So I reside in the same home. I've been living there for the past 5 years. So does that mean I'm going to be homeless now?
You'll have to find some more alternate to live. If you need help or assistance with that, the jail can point you to the transition center where they can provide you with some references or resources to find alternate housing. But for now, you cannot return to the residence of any of the alleged victims. If you have any personal belongings at any of those residences,
I do.
I will allow you to return to gather those belongings, but you will have to do so with a police escort.
That's
Means
fine.
contact law enforcement, wait for them to help you, escort you rather to the property,
That's
and you will
perfectly
leave
fine.
with them. You will not be allowed to go to the residence otherwise. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then I will set your hearing for the 4th at 10 a.m. That will be an arraignment in front of Judge Piscara.
Please.
You abide by all these conditions, otherwise a warrant could issue for your arrest, or you can end up right back in custody. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Selena Michelle Romero, 9/11/92.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on, it looks like, several matters. The first involves a warrant that was issued at the Pima County Justice Court for a charge of shoplifting and failing to appear from June and July of this year. The second, it's like there are several cases in the city courts involving possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, shoplifting, and possession of a prescription drug. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. On your, let me take a look here. Don't believe you're being held on anything else. On your justice court matter, I'm going to set a hearing for you on November the 4th at 9:30 in the morning in front of Judge at the Pima County Justice Court in downtown Tucson. Do you know where that is?
Yes.
If I release you, you promise me you'll appear at that hearing.
Yes.
I'm gonna release you on your promise. I'm gonna order that you not return to wherever this allegedly, this incident allegedly occurred. And on your city court matters, I'm gonna set one consolidated hearing. And that'll be on November the 26th at 2:30. And again, that's gonna be at the city court in front of Judge Jake Branshaw. Again, if I release you, you promise me you'll appear at that hearing?
Yeah.
All right, same conditions are gonna apply. Please do not consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or return to where any of these incidences allegedly occurred. All right, ma'am, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
This is the wrong day? That's what?
Sit down, Chair.
Good morning. Can you please tell me?
Morning, sir. Ryan Frederick DeRondi, 1/27/1986.
I thank you, Mr. Biondi. Good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a warrant that was issued for your arrest.
Yes.
Relating to civil charges in the city court, criminal trespass in the third degree, disorderly conduct, and shoplifting.
Thank you, sir.
Remind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. All right. I don't believe you're being held on any other matter except for these.
Yes.
On this, sir, I'm going to set a hearing for you for December the 1st at 2:30. If I release you from custody, you promise me you'll appear at that hearing, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to release you on your promise. Again, that hearing is going to be on the 1st at 2:30 in front of Judge Verena.
Yes, sir. Sir, do they have veteran court here where it's just like if you're a veteran, they just, it's not like anything special, but you just, I don't know. It's what they had in Yuma. Is that possible here?
The city court does have a veterans court program. I believe it's Judge Simone who is the presiding judge of Veterans Court. In order to be screened for that, you're going to have to make that request yourself to the court. You can do that prior to your hearing by going to the city courts on East Alameda. And go into the clerk of the court's office to file a motion for your case to be moved over to Veterans Court. I can't guarantee you that you'll be accepted into the court, but you can ask them to be at least screened for it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So I'm gonna release you on your promise. Again, your hearing is going to be on the 1st of December at 2:30. Though again, if you wish to request Veterans Court evaluation, you're free to do so. You just have to file that motion, okay?
Thank you.
I'm going to order that you not go back to wherever these incidences allegedly occurred, and that you not have any contact with any alleged victim.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Martha?
Morning.
Hello, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Yes, sir. It's Araceli Josephine Huerta,
And your date of birth, please?
May 3rd, 2000.
Thank you. Arthur, you're being seen here this morning based on 3 charges of misdemeanor domestic violence, criminal damage, misdemeanor domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and misdemeanor domestic violence assault, all allegedly occurring on August the 13th. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Just give me 1 second. I need to take a look here. Add some information for you. All right. Ms. Dorset, do you have, well, let me just confirm this. Do you live with the alleged victims, Mr. Sheen?
Yeah, we live together.
You have somewhere else you can reside for the time being?
I do.
Yeah.
But I just don't have their phone number because they didn't give me my phone to like write down any numbers.
Well, I don't believe you're being held on any other matter, and at this point, I am prepared to release you and promise that you'll appear at a hearing in front of Judge Wendy Million at the Tucson City Court.
Oh, she's gonna be so disappointed.
On November the 2nd at 1:30. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna release you on that promise. Again, your hearing is going to be on December the 2nd at 1:30. I'm going to order this.
I'm gonna get that paperwork as well when I
Yes,
leave
you
here,
will.
right? Okay, I just wanted to confirm.
I'm going to order that you not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where they work or live. I will allow you to return to the residence to gather any personal belongings. The way you'll do that is by contacting law enforcement and arranging for an escort. You can call 311, the non-emergency line, and arrange for somebody to be present with you while you gather your belongings, then you leave with them. You're not allowed to go to the residence otherwise. Do you understand?
Stan, I do have an animal. I have a cat, so like that is my animal. So like when I do dial that phone number to get my stuff, am I like even allowed to take my cat?
Yes, that you can get
Okay.
you get a cat along with your personal belongings.
Okay, awesome.
You'll be released later today. Please make sure and abide by all these conditions. Attend your hearing on the 2nd. And that's all. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Judge. Have a great day.
Your Honor, this is Jennifer Smith with the state.
Yeah.
I know that you're still working on the misdemeanors, but I just wanted to let you know I'm running to the restroom. I will be right back in case you called on me for some reason, but I will be right back.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Anthony Ledbetter, 3/21/62.
All right, Mr. Ledbetter, thank you very much. You're being seen here this morning based on a charge of general soliciting and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. allegedly occurring this past April. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. Let's take a look here. Looks like he had a warrant that was issued for your arrest. All right, Mr. Ledbetter. What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You were arraigned and I guess didn't show up for your arraignment on the 16th. All right, sir. I'm going to reset a hearing for you. That'll be on November the 26th at 9 a.m. If I release you, will you promise me you'll appear at that hearing on the 26th of November?
Yes, sir, I will. I meant to the last time.
Okay. Well, sir,
Yeah.
just make sure and attend your hearing or communicate with the court before your hearing. So that way, if you need to reschedule it, they can work with you about that. But otherwise, you need to show up at your hearing on the 26th. That'll be at 9 a.m. at the city court in downtown Tucson in front of Judge Mayhew. I'm going to order that you not return to wherever this incident allegedly occurred, and that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. All right, sir. And that's all I have for you. Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jason Ryan, 021380.
Brian, good morning. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on, it looks like 11 different cases from the city courts, all involving general solicitation, possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, possession of prescription drug, and violation of city ordinance. All right. Just to remind you, sir, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And I'm going to set a hearing for you for the 4th, November the 4th at 1:45 in the afternoon in front of Judge Cranshaw. And this will be on all 11 cases. And I'm going to impose at least some of the bonds requested. Call half of them. So that'll be $1,000 cash. All right, sir. So I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. So hopefully they can help you sort these things out. You'll be seen by Judge Cranshaw on the 4th by video, much in the same way you're appearing in front of me right now, unless you post a bond. If you do post a bond, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, return to wherever any of these incidents occurred. And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Kevin,
Let's copy stuff on, please. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Good morning. Kathy Elizabeth Worsham, 8464.
All right. Ms. Horsham, good morning. This time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on several cases out of the city court. All of these having to do with possession of drug paraphernalia. Let me just make sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're being held on any other matter. No, I'm sorry, there is a criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. And just to remind you, ma'am, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. All right, ma'am, I'm gonna set a hearing for you at the city court so you can hopefully resolve all these matters. Be on December the 1st at 9:30. If I release you from custody, you promise me you'll go to the court on the 1st?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna release you on your promise. I'm gonna order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs. And that you not go back to wherever this incident allegedly occurred.
Okay.
That's all I have for you, ma'am. You'll be released later today. Please make sure and attend your hearing on the 1st so you can resolve all this stuff so you don't ever have to wait back here, okay?
I put all of my cases together into one.
All your cases will be heard on the 1st at 9:30, so hopefully you can resolve all your cases on that date. But at the very least, please make sure and attend that hearing, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're excused. Do we have the county attorney back?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Thank you. I believe we're gonna be moving into the felonies now.
Next one is Spanish speaking.
Yeah, no, this is the Spanish speaking interpreter. Can you hear me well?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
One second, I take a look here. All right. Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Buenos días, señor. ¿Me puede decir su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Luis Arturo Escandón, 11 de agosto del 89.
Luis Arturo Escandón, 11th of August, 1989.
Good morning, sir. This is the time set for your initial appearance.
Buenos días, señor. Esta es la hora fijada para su comparecencia inicial.
You're being seen here today based on several felony criminal charges.
Lo están viendo aquí el día de hoy, basándose en varios cargos por delitos mayores o felonías.
Waiving reading of the charges.
Yes.
Okay.
Quiero aclarar, dice el juez, la defensa renuncia a que se lean los cargos en voz. Dijo que sí.
I'll waive reading of the charges and instruct both parties not to refer to them in their arguments.
Muy bien, entonces voy a renunciar a la lectura de todos los cargos y les digo a las dos partes que no los mencionen.
Rather the underlying facts.
Los factores subyacentes del caso.
All right. Sir, you are charged with several felony offenses that your attorney can discuss with you further in detail.
Señora, usted lo acusan de varias felonías o delitos mayores, los cuales su abogado puede hablar con usted en más detalle.
Advise you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be used against you.
Le informo que tiene el derecho a guardar silencio. Todo lo que usted diga se puede usar en su contra.
You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed to Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you.
También tiene derecho a tener a un abogado. Voy a nombrar a la oficina del defensor público para que lo defienda.
The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
La abogada que está sentada enseguida de usted es una abogada que está lista para ayudarle en este caso hoy, esta mañana. Así que antes de hablar, si tiene alguna pregunta, por favor, pregúntesela a ella primero. ¿Está bien? Okay.
And I reviewed, we'll start with the interim complaint with agency number last 40045.
Bueno, ya revisé la queja inquirina de la agencia y que termina con los números 40045.
I reviewed this interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. As well as the state's recommendation.
Y también la recomendación de la fiscalía.
Do you note overall for the pretrial services report, there was no other holds for the defendant?
Leyendo la información, el informe de la agencia previo al juicio indica que no tiene otra orden de detención.
Victim input was solicited and received.
Se buscó información con respecto a la víctima y se recibió informe de la víctima.
And there was no prior felony history noted.
Y tampoco no se indicó que tenía ningún antecedente por felonías previas.
State's recommendations for $100,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision.
La fiscalía recomienda una fianza de $100,000 y supervisión bajo la agencia previo al juicio.
Does the state have anything further?
Le pregunto a la fiscalía si tiene algo más que agregar.
Nothing more that Your Honor's not already mentioned.
Thank you.
Nada más que su señoría ya ha mencionado.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, I did receive a Form 4C, which I have reviewed.
Y se me olvidó mencionar que recibí un 4446, cuando ya lo leí.
And which did indicate a high risk.
El cual indicó que era de alto riesgo.
And defense?
¿Defensa?
Yes, Your Honor, he's lived here for 4 years. He lives with his wife and child. He does not live with the alleged victim. He's working full-time as a in construction. He has no prior criminal history. And he's got ones on the PSA.
I'm sorry, he has one what?
Ones on the PSA.
PSA, thank you. Su señoría, sí, él ha estado viviendo aquí por 4 años, vive aquí con su esposa y su hijo o hija, no vive con la víctima, él tiene un trabajo de tiempo completo, él trabaja en construcción, no tiene ningún antecedente previo y tiene una calificación de 1 en el PSA.
Thank you very much. I am going to order a $100,000 cash or secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted.
Gracias. Voy a ordenar una fianza de $100,000 en efectivo o garantizada. Y si paga esa fianza, voy a ordenar que esté bajo la supervisión de la agencia previo a la juicio.
Standard conditions of release will apply.
Las condiciones regulares de libertad corresponden.
Include no contact order with the alleged victim.
No debe tener ningún tipo de contacto con la presunta víctima.
The preliminary hearing will be set for November the 4th at 1:30 p.m.
La audiencia preliminar se va a fijar para el 4 de noviembre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Moving to the second matter with ending agency number 0119.
Vamos hablando del segundo caso con respecto a la agencia que termina con los números 0119.
Again, I reviewed the interim complaint.
Ya revisé la queja interina
And the state's recommendation,
y la recomendación de la fiscalía,
which is for $100,000 bond plus pretrial services.
lo cual indica una fianza de $100,000 y la supervisión bajo la agencia previos al juicio,
As well as the Form 4C, which I believe applies to this case as well.
y creo que en este caso también tiene 4 FC y que corresponde también.
State, anything further on this recommendation?
¿Algo más que quiera agregar la fiscalía con respecto a esta recomendación?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
No, gracias, su señoría.
Defense?
Nothing
Thank you.
to add.
Nada más que agregar.
Given the bond in the other matter, I will set this at $50,000 cash secured.
Basándome en la otra fianza que puse en el otro caso, voy a imponer una fianza de $50,000 en este caso.
With all the same, pretrial services supervision will apply if bond is posted.
Lo siento, si paga la fianza, también tiene que estar bajo la supervisión de la agencia previa al juicio.
All the same conditions of release will apply as well.
Las mismas condiciones de libertad aplican en este caso también.
The preliminary hearing will be set for the same date, November the 4th at 1:30.
La
What was the
audiencia
second?
preliminar,
What was the second bond?
$50,000 cash.
la audiencia preliminar se va a fijar para la misma fecha, que es el 4 de noviembre a la 1:30. Su abogada de la defensa preguntó cuál es la cantidad de la segunda fianza. El juez le informó $50,000.
All right, thank you very much, sir. You're excused.
Gracias, señor. Terminamos con su caso. Ya se puede retirar.
That's it.
Aquí puede.
Good morning. Please tell me your full name and date of birth.
Buenos días, señor. ¿Me puede dar su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento, por favor?
Sí, buenos días. Es Jorge González de Fonseca, el 3 de noviembre de 2006.
El 3 de noviembre de 2006.
Sí.
Yes, good morning. My name is Jorge Gonzalo Iribe Fonseca, and my date of birth is November 3rd, 2006.
So, you previously indicated that you would wish to have a Spanish interpreter. Is that still the case?
Señor, anteriormente mencionó que quería tener un intérprete al español. ¿Todavía quiere tener al intérprete al español?
Sí, por favor.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. Sir, you've been charged with a single felony count of misconduct involving a firearm.
Está bien, gracias, señor. A usted lo han acusado de una felonía, un solo delito mayor de conducta inapropiada de un arma de fuego.
So alleged to have occurred on the 22nd of October.
Que supuestamente sucedió el 22 de octubre.
Remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you.
Le recuerdo que tiene el derecho a guardar silencio. Todo lo que usted diga puede y se usará en su contra.
You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Legal Advocate's Office to represent you.
Tiene también derecho a tener un abogado y voy a nombrar a la oficina de los abogados de abogacía, defensor legal, para que lo representen a usted.
The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud.
Bien. Enseguida de usted está sentada una abogada que está ahí para ayudarle con esta audiencia el día de hoy. Así que si tiene alguna pregunta, hable con ella antes de decir algo en voz alta.
I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report.
Ya leí la queja interina, al igual que el informe de la agencia previos al juicio.
And well, let me just clarify something. I have noted here that this is an Attorney General case assigned to one of the Assistant Attorney Generals there, but the recommendation that I have is from the Pima County Attorney's Office.
Ok, quiero aclarar algo rápidamente. Estoy leyendo este caso. Parece que este caso ha sido asignado al fiscal general y en este momento es un asistente del fiscal general, pero la recomendación la recibí de la información del agente del condado, el fiscal del condado.
Is there a representative from the Attorney General's Office on the line?
Preguntan si en la línea se encuentra presente un representante de la Fiscalía General.
Okay. And Ms. Smith, were you requested to assist the Attorney General's Office in this matter?
Le pregunta a la señorita Smith si a ella le pidieron que ayudara con que la ayudara a la Fiscalía General con respecto a este caso. Le preguntan a la fiscal.
No, Your Honor, and I received the interim complaint. I assumed that it was the state's responsibility to respond.
No, su señoría, y yo fui la que recibí la queja interina, entonces yo asumí que el Estado tenía la responsabilidad de contestar.
Yes, and by no means am I suggesting that you shouldn't have provided a response, but this is an Attorney General case, I would assume there would have been some court. I just wanted to make sure that I was clarifying who was responsible for the matter, or whether or not there was some agreement between your offices about who was going to provide a recommendation. I don't see anything besides your recommendation, though.
Gracias, su señoría. Perdón, gracias, fiscal. No quiero decir que usted no tenía la responsabilidad de hacer esto, simplemente quiero indicar que ya que es un caso del procurador general, entonces quería asegurarme y aclarar que alguien le podría representar con respecto a eso, o si habían llegado a un acuerdo con su oficina, que su oficina se iba a ser responsable de responder, pero en este momento yo no veo que nadie más haya presentado una contestación, únicamente recibí lo que usted recomendó. Le dice el juez a la fiscal.
Do you have anything further you'd like me to take in consideration?
Le pregunta a la fiscal si algo más que quiere que yo tome en cuenta, le pregunta el juez.
Outside of the recommendation, no, Your Honor. And if I'm allowed to, then I would ask to speak on the AG's behalf in their absence.
Yes.
No, su señoría, además de lo que ya escribí, no tengo nada más que decir, su señoría, y si se me permite, yo podía dar mi opinión, ya que no está presente la oficina del Procurador General.
And thank you for your assistance to their office. I will take your recommendation into consideration. Defense, you have a position?
Gracias por su asistencia con de su oficina, y voy a tomar la recomendación que usted me da bajo consideración. Ahora le pregunto a la abogada defensora si tiene algo más que decir.
Yes, Your Honor. We'd ask that you consider release to supervision of pretrial services. He's got no criminal history, adult or juvenile. He has ties to the community and lives with family. Aside from that, it looks like he's employed as a kitchen worker, and his scores are a 1 and a 2.
Sí, su señoría, le solicito yo que lo deje salir en libertad bajo la supervisión de la agencia previo al juicio. No tiene ningún antecedente penal, ni tampoco antecedentes como menor. Tiene lazos aquí con la comunidad, vive con su familia, trabaja en trabajos en la cocina o cocinero, y tiene una calificación de 1 y 2.
Thank you both. I will release Mr. Uribe to the supervision of pretrial services.
Gracias a los dos, y voy a dejar en libertad al señor Uribe bajo la supervisión de la agencia previa al juicio.
I'm going to order him that he be supervised by pretrial services.
Voy a ordenar que lo supervise la agencia previa al juicio
And submit to any monitoring and treatment as directed.
y que usted haga cualquier tipo de monitoreo o tratamiento que esa agencia recomiende que usted tiene que hacer.
I'll order that he's to render any firearms he may have in his possession to law enforcement within 48 hours of release.
Ordeno que 48 horas, que dentro de las próximas 48 horas después de que lo dejen salir en libertad, que usted entregue cualquier arma de fuego que usted tenga a cualquier agencia del orden público.
Do not possess any firearms or weapons during the pendency of this case.
Y mientras esté pendiente de este caso, usted no puede poseer ni tener ningún tipo de armas de fuego.
I'm going to set the preliminary hearing for November the 3rd, which is the same day as the co-defendant in this case.
Voy a fijar una audiencia preliminar para el 3 de noviembre, que es la misma fecha que le dieron al coacusado en este caso.
Thank you very much. That's all I have for you. You're excused.
Muchas gracias. Señor, eso es todo en su caso y ya se puede retirar.
Muchas gracias, señor. Bonito día.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a good day.
I'm going to put you on mute for a second, Judge.
Go right ahead. Thank you.
I'm back.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Buenos días, ya me puede decir su nombre completo y su fecha de nacimiento.
Eliab Jaime Luna, 24 de abril de 1978.
Eliab Jaime Luna, 24th of April, 1900 ¿qué?
78.
1978.
Thank you. Mr.
Gracias.
Jaime Luna, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance.
Buenos días, señor Jaime Luna. Es la hora fijada para su comparecencia inicial.
You're being seen here based on felony charges of
Aquí lo
possession of
están
a
viendo
dangerous drug and possession of a dangerous drug for sale or transport.
Estamos viendo aquí por casos de felonía o delitos mayores, de posesión de una droga peligrosa y posesión de una droga peligrosa destinada para venta y transportación.
This allegedly occurred on October the 24th.
Supuestamente sucedió el 24 de octubre.
Remind you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you.
Le recuerdo que tiene el derecho a guardar silencio, todo lo que usted diga se puede utilizar en su contra.
You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to assist you.
También tiene derecho a tener un abogado, estoy nombrando a la oficina del defensor público para que los ayude.
The attorney seated next to you is going to be representing you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud.
La abogada que está sentada enseguida de usted está aquí para representarlo y ayudarlo en la audiencia del día de hoy. Así que si tiene alguna preocupación, alguna duda, por favor, pregúntele a ella primero antes de decir algo en voz alta.
I've reviewed the incident complaint and the pretrial services report, as well as
Ya
the
leí,
recommendation.
ya leí la queja interina, el informe de la agencia previos al juicio y también la recomendación de la fiscalía.
I didn't note any other statuses or holds for Mr. Jaime Luna.
Veo que no tiene ninguna otra detención con respecto al señor Jaime Luna.
He was rated a 1-on-1 on the NCAA and FTA scales.
Y tiene la calificación de 1/1 en las escalas de NSA y FTA.
You note that he has lived in his current residence for the last 3 months.
Veo que ha vivido en la residencia actual por los últimos 3 meses
and was unable to provide contact information for a third party to verify his community ties or current residence.
y veo que no pudo verificar con una tercera parte con respecto a lazos de la comunidad.
Did, and I'm sorry, there was no felony criminal history noted.
Y también no se indicó que no encontraron ningún tipo de antecedentes previos por felonías o delitos mayores.
County Attorney's Office recommendation was $20,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision.
La recomendación de la Fiscalía fue una fianza de $20,000 y supervisión de la agencia previos al juicio.
Anything else to add from the state?
Le pregunta a la Fiscalía algo más que quiera agregar.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
No, su señoría, gracias.
In defense?
La defensa.
Yes, it appears that you got a driver's license in May 9th, 2025, which looks like it might be from the same address that it says he's only been living at for 3 months, so maybe he's been living there longer. And, apparently he lives with his wife, 2 children, and is self-employed.
Sí, su señoría, parece ser que obtuvo una licencia para conducir el 9 de mayo 2025, que indica la misma dirección y que sí que ha estado ahí, pero parece ser que puede ser más de 3 meses viviendo en esa dirección o más. Él vive ahí con su esposa y sus 2 hijos y trabaja por su cuenta.
Thank you. I'm going to impose a bond of $10,000 cash.
Muy bien, gracias. Voy a imponer una fianza de $10,000 en efectivo.
And order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted.
Y si paga la fianza, lo dejan salir en libertad, va a ordenar que la agencia previa al juicio lo supervise.
I'll set the preliminary hearing for November the 4th at 1:30.
Voy a fijar una audiencia preliminar para el 4 de noviembre a la 1:30.
And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Y eso es todo lo que tengo para usted el día de hoy, señor. Ya se puede retirar, terminamos con su caso.
Joe, can you confirm there are no more Spanish defendants who require a Spanish interpreter?
No more,
I'm sorry, was that no more?
no more.
Thank you very much. I'll excuse the interpreter. Thank you very much for your assistance this morning.
Thank you, Your Honor. Interpreter is disconnected.
Hey, George. Over. And take two items too. Hello.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Jorge Campos Barrientos, my date of birth 1692.
Thank you, sir. I've been seen here this morning based on a single charge of possession of a dangerous drug from
Exactly.
yesterday. Mind you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say
So-
can be held against you.
Okay.
You have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed to the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns or want to say anything, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Taking a look at the pretrial services report as well as the state's recommendation. Mr. Barrientos doesn't have any other holds pending. He was a 4 and a 5 and is steps diversion eligible. State's recommendation is for pretrial services release in the steps court evaluation. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense, I'm inclined to agree. Do you wish to speak with your client about the steps program?
We'd ask for a steps hearing and we're waiting for preliminary.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Barrientos. I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, which is an arm of the court designated to try to assist folks in your circumstances with making sure that they get to their court hearings on time and stay out of jail. So I'm going to order you be supervised by them and they submit to any monitoring or treatment that they direct. Basically, if they call you and tell you you need to do something, you need to do it, okay?
Okay.
I'm going
I'm
to
just a little scared.
If you need to talk with somebody, please talk with your attorney first, okay?
Thank you.
I'm going to set a hearing for you on November the 3rd at 9 a.m. This is so you can be screened for the Steps Court program, which is an alternative dispute resolution. It's a program that can help you hopefully get your charges dismissed in an alternate way than a plea or trial. That hearing will be again on the 3rd at 9 a.m. And just in case that doesn't go through, you're going to have a second hearing on December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. But hopefully that first steps court evaluation goes well. You'll be released later today, sir. You need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys and stay in contact with both throughout the pendency of this case. And above all else, do not miss any hearings in your matter. Otherwise, you might end up right back in jail, okay?
All right. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. You're excused.
Make sure you go to the court, so the diversion program where your charges is that be dismissed. I have a case, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. You'll be released today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Take this to.
Justin?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
I'm Dustin Chester, Beaverstein, May 30th, 1982.
Mr. Beaverstein, good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charge of domestic violence, aggravated assault, strangulation, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, actually it was earlier than that, but the report date was yesterday. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. Take a look here. Reviewed the interim complaint for Ms. Beaverstein as well as the pretrial services report. I didn't note any other holds or statuses. He was rated a 2 and a 2 on the NCAFTA scale. I don't believe I have a Form 4C in front of me, unfortunately. I don't see any other, there are no felony criminal convictions. There was a prior domestic violence case from 2011, which was unsuccessfully terminated. Probation was unsuccessfully terminated in March of 2013. State's recommendation was for $25,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. And fortunately, alleged victim input could not be solicited. All right, sorry, anything else to add from the state besides the recommendation?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. He's got no prior felonies. Misdemeanor was from 2011. He does not live with the alleged victim. He's employed full-time and he's verified that information with his wife. So we'd ask for release to the supervision of pretrial services.
Thank you. I am gonna impose a bond. I'll make that $10,000. That'll be cash or secured. And I will order pretrial services supervision and monitoring if bond is posted. I'm gonna order that defendant not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, commit any acts of domestic violence, that he not possess any firearms or weapons, and surrender any firearms he may have to law enforcement within 48 hours of being released. I'm going to order, most importantly, no contact of any kind with the alleged victim, to include going to where he works or lives. And I will set the preliminary hearing for October the 4th at 1:30 p.m.
In November.
I'm sorry, my apologies, November the 4th at 1:30 p.m. All right, sir, thank you very much. That's all I have for you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Available.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Yes, sir. Winston Ross, Bilbo, June 15th, 1991.
All right. Bilbo, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on, looks like 4 different matters. Sorry, 5. The first involves a felony complaint of possession of a narcotic drug and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. The second involves a warrant issued by Judge Libby Shelton at the Marana Municipal Court for possession of drug paraphernalia and failing to appear. The third is a warrant issued by Judge Renee Garza at the Pima County Justice Court on a charge of shoplifting from June. And lastly, you have a warrant involving a case of threats and intimidation, disorderly conduct, and general soliciting from the Tucson City Court. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. And on the felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. We'll deal with the felony first. I did review the interim complaint, as well as the pretrial services report, which did note no other holds or statuses other than the cases I just referenced. Mr. Bilbo was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA FDA scales. Was deemed steps diversion eligible. And do see 2 prior felony convictions from 2015, 2017, respectively. The state's recommendation was for $5,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense?
Yes, we're asking for a steps hearing, and if you are going to hold him on the misdemeanors, we'd ask for a nominal $500 bond. Otherwise, we'd ask, you're gonna release him on the misdemeanors, we'd ask for release to pretrial services.
I will release Mr. Bilbo to pretrial services supervision and I'll schedule a steps court hearing for November the 3rd at 9 a.m. And I will schedule a separate preliminary hearing for December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. On the Marana matter, I'm going to release Mr. Bilbo on his own recognizance and order a hearing on November the 26th at 10 a.m. Sir, if I release you, you're going to promise me you'll appear at that hearing?
Yes, sir. I promise you I will be there.
And likewise for the shoplifting, I'll schedule a hearing for an arraignment on November the 4th at 9:30 p.m. I'm sorry, 9:30 a.m. Excuse me. Again, sir, if I release you, you promise me you'll appear at that hearing.
Yes, sir. I promise you I will be at that hearing. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Which case is this? What court?
This is on the Pima County Justice Court matter,
So what is the date?
November the 4th,
Okay, at 9:30 a.m.
9:30. That's an arraignment in front of Judge Fitzgerald. And on the city court matter, I'm going to schedule a pretrial hearing on November the 25th at 2:30 in front of Judge Cranshaw. Again, sir, will you promise me you'll appear at that hearing if I release you?
Yes, I promise you I'll be at that hearing, Judge, no matter what.
I'm going to order no contact with any alleged victim, include going to their place of work or residence. And in all cases that Mr. Bilbo, you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Given the felony connect, I'm going to also appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. So you'll have attorneys in your felony case and your city court case. All right, sir, you're going to be released later today. You need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys and stay in contact with all of them while your cases are pending. Do not miss any hearings in any cases in any of the courts that I just set hearings in. Otherwise, you can end up right back where you are. Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor, for your time.
Thank you. You're excused.
That's it, though. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Call Mark. Okay.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Daniel Joseph Hallmark, 7385.
Mr. Hallmark, thank you very much. It's time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a felony complaint alleging multiple counts of possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of a deadly weapon by a prohibited possessor. All allegedly. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. I've reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. The state's recommendation. Do note that Mr. Hallmark is being held without bond on a Superior Court warrant for failing to appear for a change of plea in a separate felony case. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA FTA scales. And did have 4 prior felony convictions noted from 2015 to 2020. I'm sorry, 3 prior convictions from 2015 to 2018. The most recent charge from February is the one he's being held on. State's recommendation was for $20,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
Nothing that Your Honor has not already known.
Yeah, thank you. And defense?
Yes, we ask that you hold him on a nominal bond, given that he's being detained, so he gets tired.
Thank you. I will order $10,000 cash or secured bond and pretrial services supervision. Standard conditions of release are going to apply to include no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or weapons, and pretrial services monitoring or treatment as directed. Preliminary hearing will be set for November the 4th at 1:30.
He detained without bond. I don't understand.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Patrick,
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
George Perez Hunter, 6/4/1972.
Mr. Hunter, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here this morning based on several matters, I think 9 all in total. The first is a felony complaint of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. The next several cases involve warrants issued by the Tucson City Court. And these involve charges of criminal damage, assault, domestic violence assault, disorderly conduct, domestic violence disorderly conduct, criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass in the 2nd degree, and failing to appear. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. And in your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. And in your city court matters, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. On the felony matter, I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and the state's recommendation. There weren't any other holds or statuses for Mr. Hunter otherwise noted. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA and FTA scales. Was deemed a steps diversion eligible. And does have 1 prior felony conviction from several decades ago in California. The state's recommendation was for $10,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. This amount of like 0.3 to 8 grams, I believe. if you're going to hold them on the misdemeanors, we'd ask for a nominal $500 bond at steps hearing. If you're gonna release them, we'd ask for child services release in a steps hearing.
I am going to hold Mr. Hunter on the 9 misdemeanor matters. I guess I'll dispose of that one first. Mr. Hunter, I'm going to hold you on the bond as requested by Judge Millian in that matter. It'll be $1,000 cash. And I'm going to set a video review hearing for you, and that'll be on November the 5th at 1:30. And again, the City Public Defender's Office is going to be representing you in that matter.
To talk to the city court. Okay. What? What's the city court? You'll then talk to the court.
Felony matter? I'll order $1,000 bond, cash secured, and pretrial services supervision. I'm sorry, did your client wish to be seen for or screened for?
Yes, we're looking for steps.
Then, Mr. Hunter, sorry, just to wrap everything up, on your on your misdemeanor matter, I'm going to impose the bond and set a review hearing. That'll be on the 5th of November. In your felony matter, I'm going to schedule a steps court hearing for November the 3rd at 9 a.m. And a preliminary hearing date will follow on in case that first hearing doesn't end successfully. That'll be on November the 4th. If you do post bond, I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you submit to any treatment or monitoring as directed by pretrial services. And that's all I have for you, sir. Thank you. Good luck.
What? That's 1,000. This is 1,000. Yeah.
Leo. Believe it. Believe it.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Daniel Raymond Olivas, 9286.
All right, thank you, Mr. Olivas. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on several warrants issued for your arrest. The first is a felony warrant signed by Judge Sue Canaster on April 23rd. And this relates to charges of resisting arrest, possession of narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia from June of this year. Second involves a warrant issued for your arrest by Judge Charlene Pesquera for criminal trespass in third degree from June of 2022. The third is also signed by Judge Pesquera as a warrant for charge of shoplifting from March of 2024. And the city court matter, there is a new case, actually, sorry, of a new case involving charges of possession of a prescription drug and drug paraphernalia from yesterday. To remind you, you have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and on your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. On the felony warrant, state's recommendation was to simply impose the bond amount requested in the warrant of $500. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
And I'm sorry, I did forget to note, I did review all of these warrants as well as the pretrial services reports. So there was nothing else on the criminal history that I didn't already previously note. Mr. Levis is a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA scales. Does appear he was previously arrested on the felony matter, and then there was a supervening indictment filed. And there are one prior felony conviction from 2023, which ended unsuccessfully in September of this year. Defense?
Yeah, he's been homeless for a few months and, probably didn't know his court date.
All right, Mr. Leavis, on the felony warrant, I'm gonna honor Judge Canaster's request of $500 cash. Or secured, and I'll set your criminal arraignment for October the 31st, so next Friday at 1:30 in the afternoon. On your misdemeanor matters, I'll honor the bonds requested by Judge Pesquera on your, Justice Court misdemeanor matters of $999. That'll again be cash and secured. I'm also going to appoint an attorney to represent you in those two matters. And that'll be Mr. Adam Waters. His phone number will be in the paperwork you'll receive from this hearing. And I'll set a review hearing on Monday, the 27th at 11 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera. And that'll be on both of those matters. And on your city court matter, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, and I'm going to appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. I'm going to set a hearing for you. That'll be on December 19th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Verena. And I'll advise you, again, you have a right to remain silent, you have a right to counsel, you have a right to attend all hearings in your case where you are presumed innocent, and the state bears the burden of proving you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. However, if you fail to attend any hearings in your case, they could proceed in your absence. A charge of failing to appear could be filed against you, and you could have a warrant issued for. Additionally, if you are tried and convicted before a judge at a bench trial, you would, are unable to be sentenced within 90 days because of your absence, then you may lose a right to appeal that conviction. You understand all that, sir?
You understand that? Are you awake?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, thank you. That's all I have for you, sir. Thank you very much. You're excused.
What happened?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Alexis Nicole Orantes, July 23rd, 1991.
All right, thank you, Ms. Ferrantes. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on felony charges of unlawful flight from pursuing law enforcement, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing, so if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. Taking a look at the interim complaint from Mr. Arantes, as well as the pretrial services report and the state's recommendation. There were no other holds noted. Mr. Arantes was a 5 and a 6 on the NCAFTA scales. Third party reference couldn't be reached, and there do appear to be 3 prior felony convictions. I'm sorry, one was a further later designated as a misdemeanor. That was from 2016. The latter 2 were from 2019, 2022. One of which does include several, unfortunately, several failures to appear in warrants and arrests. State's recommendation was for $20,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense.
Yes, Your Honor. She's lived here her whole life. She lives with her grandparents and she's working as a receptionist.
Thank you. The underlying facts as alleged in the complaint does give me some concern about flight risk. So I am going to impose a $7,500 cash or secured bond. That'll be in addition to pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'll order that Mr. Arantes, you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not drive without a valid license. The preliminary hearing will be set for November the 4th at 1:30 in the afternoon. All right, thank you very much, ma'am. That's all I have for you. You're excused.
Thank you.
Pearson.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Lauren Pearson, 11/25/2005.
Thank you, Ms. Pearson. Good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charges of shoplifting. One is a felony. The other case is from the Saturday Municipal Court. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report. Ms. Pearson was rated as a 2 and a 1 on the NCFTA scales. There were no other wants or holds for her. And I believe the defendant's father did verify local ties. And there was no felony or juvenile criminal history noted. County Attorney's Office recommendation was for pretrial services release. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense, I'm inclined to agree. Any further comment?
No.
All right, Ms. Pearson, I'm going to, in your felony matter, release you to the supervision of pretrial services. This is an arm of the court whose job it is to monitor and help folks get to their hearings on time and avoid going into custody again. So I'm going to order that you be under their supervision and that you submit to any monitoring or treatment that they direct. So basically, if they call you and tell you you need to do something, that's basically an order from the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to order also that you not contact any alleged victim, to include going to where any of these incidents allegedly occurred. And I'll set your preliminary hearing for November the 14th at 1 p.m.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And on the Sawarita, the misdemeanor matters, I'm going to set an arraignment for you, so that you can be formally notified of the charges. And that'll be on November the 18th at 8:30 in the morning at the Sawarita Municipal Court.
Okay.
Again, I'm gonna release you on promise that you'll appear at that hearing. Can you promise me you'll appear at that hearing, Ms. Pearson?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Then you'll be released later today. Please make sure and contact pretrial services and your attorney, and stay in contact with all of them. Above all else, do not miss any hearings in your case. Otherwise, you can have a warrant issued for your arrest and end up right back in custody. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're excused.
Ross,
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Isidore Noboa Rojas, Jr.
And your date of birth?
1974.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on one felony complaint alleging aggravated assault committed on or about October the 24th. The next involves a warrant that was issued by Judge Marilu Natividad at the South Tucson Municipal Court relating to a charge of criminal trespass in the third degree. And lastly, you have charges in the Tucson City Courts related to criminal trespass in the third degree, possession of drug paraphernalia, reckless burning, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. And on your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. Taking a look at we'll start with the felony matter. Taking a look at the interim complaint. As well as the pretrial services report. I don't believe Mr. Rojas is being held on anything else. He was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA scales. Fortunately, Mr. Ross's references couldn't be reached for comments or verification of community ties. I do see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prior felony convictions. Earliest is from 1997. Most recent is from 2016. And they do include at least one violent offense. State's recommendation is for $25,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
Your Honor, just that the state's recommendation for bond also included the facts about the burning, the arson attempts. Other than that, nothing that Your Honor already noted.
Okay. So noted. In defense?
Yes, well, the felony bond should include just the felony accusation. You'll deal with the misdemeanor. He's been homeless, it looks like, for 12 years, so it's unlikely he can post any bond.
Okay. Thank you. I am going to impose a $5,000 cash or secured bond and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'll order, Mr. Ross, that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and that you not possess any firearms or weapons. I'll also order that you not have any contact of any kind with the alleged victims, to include going to where they work or live. And I'll set a preliminary hearing for November the 4th at 1:30. On your South Tucson matter, I'm gonna set a hearing for you for November 18th at 10 a.m. I will let them know that you are being held on the felony. And on your city court matter, I'm gonna schedule one second. I'll likewise impose a bond there of $500 cash. And I'll appoint the city public defender's office to represent you. And I'm gonna set a video review hearing for October 31st at 1:45 in the afternoon. Bond is posted. Order no contact of any kind with any alleged victim. Include going to the incident location. And no possession of any drugs or alcohol. All right, sir. That's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Rosemont?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Christine K. Rosema, 9/20/1957.
Ms. Rosema, good morning. This is time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charges of DUI, aggravated DUI, and domestic violence endangerment occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearings. If you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right, I've reviewed the, oh, do you need a minute to talk with your client?
Oh, we're good.
I reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and the state's recommendation. I don't note any other holds or statuses for Ms. Rosma. She was rated a 1 on a 1 on the NCAA FTA scales. The, excuse me, victim representative was reached, did not wish to have further contact, but does not object to Ms. Rosma's release from custody. I do note the community ties were verified. Don't note any other felony or misdemeanor criminal history. State's recommendation was for $5,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
Your Honor, the state withdraws the request for the conditions regarding no contact with the victims, not going to the victims' residence, and acts of domestic violence. Those were made in error.
Okay. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. And defense?
Judge, we'd be asking for release on her own recognizance. She has no criminal history. She's 68 years old. She is not with the victim representative. She lives with her 2 daughters. Again, these, she has a valid driver's license. She's got 1s on the scores. And so there's a presumption that she will appear in court. And, so we'd ask for a release of her own recognizance. If you're not inclined to do that, we'd ask for her to be released to supervision of pretrial services and remain out of custody.
Thank you. Ms. Rosma, I am going to release you on your own recognizance, provided you will promise me you'll appear at a hearing on November the 14th at 1 p.m. at the Green Valley Justice Court. Can you promise me you'll appear there, ma'am?
Yes, sure.
All right, then again, your hearing will be on the 14th at 1 p.m. at the Green Valley Justice Court. I am, based on the victim input, I will order no contact.
You will order no contact?
Yes,
Yes.
the victim representative stated they do not want further contact with the defendant at this time. And that they do not object to.
Oh, okay.
So based on that input, I am going to order no contact. If you wish to change that, ma'am, you can certainly raise that with a judge at a later date. I'm also going to order that you not try to reach them at their home of their place of work or residence, and that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or drive without a valid license. Do you understand all that?
Yes.
Yeah, then you'll be released later today. You need to contact your attorneys. Stay in contact with them throughout the pendency of your case. Do not miss any hearings in this case. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
William Truman, 040794.
All right, Mr. Truman, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on several warrants issued for your arrest, as well as a new interim felony complaint. Your first matter we'll deal with is the complaint that you are charged with possession of a firearm by a prohibited possessor, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. And this stems from May of this year. The second is a warrant from the Pima County Justice Court, excuse me, related to charges of shoplifting, possession of drug paraphernalia, and failing to appear from February and April of last year. Next is a warrant from the Marana Municipal Court alleging shoplifting and failing to appear from 2023 and 2024 respectively. And lastly, there is a misdemeanor case from Tucson City Courts alleging possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of prescription drug, and obstruction of justice from yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and on your felony matter, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'm sorry, the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. On your city court matter, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud. I've reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report and state's recommendation. I do believe Mr. Truman is being held without bond on a probation violation warrant in a separate felony case, two separate felony cases, excuse me. He was rated a 5 and a 6 on the NCFTA scales. As third-party references couldn't be reached for comments, and there does appear to be only 2 prior felony convictions that I believe are the subject of the felony of the probation holds. State's recommendation was $25,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything to add from the state?
You know, Your Honor, considering what happened at the last hearing, I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh, no worries. I did read your recommendation. Any additional comment besides what you submitted in the recommendation?
No, sir, thank you.
Okay, not a problem. Defense?
Well, he's being detained without bond, so we'd ask for a bond for time credit purposes.
Certainly. And I will impose a bond of $1,000 cash or secured. And order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. I'll also order that Mr. Truman not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs or any firearms or weapons, and any firearms that you may have, sir, that you surrender them to law enforcement within 48 hours. I'll schedule the preliminary hearing for November the 4th at 1:30. On your Marana matter, I'm going to schedule I'll likewise impose the bond there just for time credit purposes as well. That is $750 cash or secured. And because of that, I'll set a more accelerated hearing for October the 27th at noon. I will let them know that you're being held on a felony matter as well.
Which court is this, Judge? I'm sorry.
This is the Marana Municipal Court.
Okay, got it.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, she's available. And on the Marana matter, I'm going to appoint Ms. Janet Altschuler to represent you. Her contact information will be in the order from this hearing that you'll receive a copy of. I'm going to order, if bond is posted and you are released, that you not return to the incident location or have any contact with any alleged victims. And on your, your Pima County matter involving shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, I'm going to, again, likewise impose the bond. Again, likewise, impose the bond. And I did misspeak. Your Marana bond is $350, not $750. The Pima County Justice Court bond will be $750. Likewise, I'm going to appoint Mr. John Ellis to represent you. His information will be in the court order from that case. And you'll have your hearing in front of Judge Cornejo on the 27th, so Monday at 1 p.m. So about an hour later, or an hour after rather, your Marana court matter. And lastly, on the city matter, I'm going to set it. I am going to appoint the city public defender's office and set a hearing for December the 12th. I'm sorry, December 19th, I should say. At 9 a.m. in front of Judge Hale. I'm likewise going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf to the charges. Further advise you that in addition to the right to remain silent, in addition to the right to counsel, you have a right to be presumed innocent and have the state bear the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt of your guilt. You also have the right to attend all hearings in your case. And again, to have the state bear the burden of proof. However, if you fail to attend any hearings in your case, they could proceed in your absence. A warrant could issue for your arrest or new charges could be filed against you. Additionally, if you are found guilty at a trial in your absence and are unable to be sentenced within 90 days because of that absence, you may lose the right to appeal your conviction. You understand all that, sir?
Sir.
All right. And that's all I have for you. Good luck. You'll have several attorneys representing you in the various cases. Please make sure and contact all of them. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Lobo.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Mario Francisco Villalobos, 10/23/1978.
All right, thank you, Mr. Villalobos. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a felony complaint of possession of a dangerous drug, possession of a narcotic drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia from earlier today. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointing the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I've reviewed the interim complaint as well as the pretrial services report for Mr. Lobos. Doesn't have any other wants or warrants. He was rated a 6 out of 6. Is steps diversion eligible. The community ties couldn't be verified, and he does have eight prior felony convictions from from 1997, with most recent being in 2018. County Attorney's Office recommendations for $10,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you. Defense?
Judge, we'd ask that you release them to the supervision of pretrial services and set steps hearing. This is a small amount of controlled substance. His last case was in 2019. It appears he's lived at this residence for his whole life, and his driver's license was issued in 2020 and has the same address.
Thank you. I will release Mr. Villalobos to pretrial services supervision and order any monitoring or treatment as they direct. I'll set a steps court hearing for, excuse me, November the 3rd at 9 a.m. Is defense going to waive time?
Yes.
Then I'll set the preliminary hearing for December the 9th at 1:30 p.m. All right, sir, you're going to be released from custody. You need to contact pretrial services as soon as possible, as well as your attorneys. That'll probably be Monday. You need to contact them, stay in contact with them, and above all else, do not miss any hearings in your case, either on the 3rd or on the 9th of December. Otherwise, you can end up right back in custody, okay?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You need to go to this court date because if you don't, you might C2, you might be eligible for a diversion program where you can just get the charge dismissed. So it's really important. Okay? Okay.
David?
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name?
David Paul Wyatt, sir.
Right, and your date of birth, sir?
October 4, 73.
All right, thank you. Mr. Wyatt, this is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of a narcotic drug, allegedly occurring yesterday. To remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and I'm appointed the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be helping you out through this hearing, so if you have any questions, concerns, or want to say anything to me, please talk with her before saying anything out loud, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I've taken a look at the pretrial services, the interim complaint. Just want to note for the parties that I believe that I can see there'd be probable cause for the possession of drug paraphernalia and the narcotics, though the dangerous drug allegation, I don't know is that it is supported by probable cause, given the evidence that is provided by the law enforcement agents. I'll allow both parties a moment to review the interim complaint and make argument to me. But again, just for the record, I did find there to be probable cause on the drug paraphernalia and narcotic drug charges. I've also reviewed the pretrial services report. Mr. Wyatt was a 4 and a 3 on the NCAF field scales. He was deemed steps diversion eligible. Third-party reference couldn't be reached for comment. And I believe Mr. Wyatt does have 5 prior felony convictions for, let's be all but 1 drug-related offense. The earliest being in 1998, the latest being in most recent rather in 2022. The state's recommendation was for $5,000 bond plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, and I can understand, I'm sorry, the issue with the complaint.
Okay. And Pets?
We agree with your assessment in the complaint with respect to the items that they said had non or inconclusive results during their testing. We'd ask that you set this for a steps hearing and release them to the supervision of pretrial services.
Okay, and I will release Mr. Wyatt to the supervision of pretrial services. Does defense waive time on the preliminary hearing for steps?
Yes.
All right, then I will, Mr. Wyatt, I'm going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, which is an arm of the court designed to hopefully help folks avoid getting back into custody. I'm going to order that you submit to any monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial services. So if they call you, you need to do something or be somewhere, you need to comply. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and set your steps court evaluation hearing for November the 3rd at 9 a.m. at the Superior Court, excuse me. And your preliminary hearing will be December the 9th at 1:30. I will note my finding on the probable cause for the dangerous drug charge. But otherwise, sir, you need to contact pretrial services and your attorneys first available time, which would probably be Monday morning. You need to stay in contact with them throughout the pendency of this case and do not miss any hearings in your matter. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. That's all I have for you. You're excused.
Thank you.
You need to make this court date, because if you do, you might be able to go through a diversion program where the charges could get dismissed. If you don't go to court, you aren't eligible. Right? Okay, thank you guys.
Good morning. Can you please tell me your full name and date of birth?
Andrea Young,
And what's your date of birth?
2/17/88.
All right, Ms. Young, good morning. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You're being seen here today based on a warrant. Well, there's a couple of matters, actually. The first involves a warrant that was issued for your arrest by Judge Stu Canaster at the Pima County Superior Court. This relates to a charge of possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia from July of this year. The second involves several misdemeanor charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of a prescription drug, and obstruction of justice, as well as failing to appear. And again, this is out of the Tucson City Court. Just to remind you, you do have the right to remain silent, and anything you say can be held against you. You also have the right to an attorney. And on the felony matter, I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. And in the city court matter, I'm going to appoint the City Public Defender's Office to represent you. The attorney seated right next to you is going to be assisting you in this hearing. So if you have any questions or concerns, please speak with her before saying anything out loud, okay? All right. On the felony matter, I reviewed the warrant itself as well as pretrial services reports. There aren't any other holds noted. Miss Young was rated a 6 out of 6 on the NCAA FTA scales. Do note that Ms. Young was previously released to pretrial services supervision, and their records indicate that she failed to contact them as instructed by the court. And there were four prior felony convictions. Including at least 2 for narcotics possession. State's recommendation was for just honor the bond amount of $500 plus pretrial services supervision. Anything else to add from the state?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Defense?
Judge, appears that she didn't contact pretrial services, but lost her cell phone. She indicates she lost her cell phone.
I have a new one.
Okay. All right, Ms. Young, based on everything, I do intend on honoring Judge Canasta, excuse me. Her request for $500 bond. I will set that as cash or secure and order pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. And I'm going to set your arraignment for October the 31st at 1:30. On the city court matter, I'm going to set a hearing for December 19th at 2:30 in the afternoon in front of Judge Cranshaw. I'm not going to hold you on this matter, but I will order you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. And again, I am appointing the city public defender's office to represent you. All right, ma'am, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much. You're excused. All right, that appears to be everything.